Hello and welcome, students of Europe Hotel School. In today's hospitality industry, leadership is changing faster than ever before. I'm here to walk you through the modern mindset that really separates a good manager from a truly great leader, using insights that'll help sharpen your edge as you get ready to launch your careers. This quote really nails the core idea we're exploring today. We're going to look way beyond just organizational charts and job titles. We're talking about a fundamental leadership philosophy. And trust me, this isn't just theory. It's the engine that drives revenue, creates those unforgettable guest experiences, and builds a career that lasts in our dynamic industry. Okay, let's dive right in. So why is it so incredibly important for a future leader like you to see sales and marketing as a mindset and not just some function down the hall? Well, because this one simple shift in perspective, it changes absolutely everything about how you lead, how you make decisions, and how you build your teams. And that right there is exactly what your curriculum at Europe Hotel School is designed to build. A strategic mindset isn't just some buzzword we throw around. It's your real-world toolkit. It helps you not just react to what the market is doing, but actually get ahead of it, to figure out what your guests are going to want before they even know they want it. So let's get into the first pillar of this philosophy. Now, when I say think like a salesperson, I want you to completely forget about that old school image of someone just pushing products. We're talking about a much more sophisticated, modern way of creating and delivering real value. You see, a true sales mindset is fundamentally about one thing: building relationships. Every single conversation, whether it's with guests checking in, a corporate client on the phone, or even a supplier, is a chance to listen, to understand a need, and to build a genuine connection. It's about being a problem solver, first and foremost. And this slide just lays out that shift perfectly, doesn't it? The old way was purely transactional, focused on selling a room or an upgrade. But the modern leader, they operate more like a consultant. You're not just selling what you have, you're providing a customized solution to a guest's specific need. And that is how you turn a one-time guest into a loyal fan. So how do you actually do this in the real world? It really comes down to a simple three-step process. First, and this is the most important part, you have to listen more than you speak. Then you analyze what you've heard to pinpoint the real underlying need. It's only after you've done that that you can propose a truly meaningful solution that offers genuine value. All right, let's move on to the second pillar, and you'll see how this builds. This is all about taking what we've just talked about and shifting your entire perspective to the person you're there to serve, your guest. A marketing mindset is completely 100% rooted in empathy. It means you have to mentally walk in your guests' shoes through their entire journey. What do they see when they first find your hotel online? What's the feeling they get when they walk into your lobby? How easy is the checkout process? Every single touch point matters. Now, what's really useful here is how this breaks that journey down into actionable areas. A leader with a marketing mindset is constantly, almost obsessively looking at these things. Are our photos telling the right story? Is our tone on social media warm and welcoming? Is the service in the restaurant just as amazing as it is at the front desk? And what are people saying about us online right this second? And this, right here, is the most crucial point. You simply cannot assume you know what your guests want. Empathy is what pushes you to listen, to observe, and to use data to understand what they genuinely value. That understanding is the difference between a pretty good hotel and a truly exceptional one. Okay, so we have the sales mindset and the marketing mindset. But what personal traits do you need to develop to make them feel like second nature? Let's break down the foundational traits that really fuel a modern hospitality leader. Just think about it for a second. What does it really take, deep down, to operate from this guest-first, value-driven perspective every single day? It really comes down to a few core pillars of your character as a leader. And here they are. These are the 5 pillars that hold up a powerful leadership mindset: curiosity, innovation, accountability, collaboration, and resilience. These aren't just words for your resume. These are the active traits you'll need to cultivate to really thrive in this industry. Let's take a quick look at each one. First up, curiosity. Think of this as your engine for constant improvement. It's that little voice inside that's always asking, why? Why did bookings dip last month? Why did this one email campaign do 3 times better than the other? Curiosity is what pushes you past just guessing and toward using real data so you can make smart, strategic decisions. Next, of course, is innovation. Our industry moves at a breathtaking speed. A modern leader has to be willing to experiment with new tech, new service ideas, new ways to connect with guests. The key isn't about getting it right every time, but about being willing to test, to look at the results honestly, and to adapt fast. I love this quote because it perfectly captures what accountability is all about. Great leaders take ownership of everything, the wins and the losses. They create a culture where a missed target isn't a failure, but a really valuable piece of data. It's a chance to learn what went wrong, tweak the strategy, and get better. And collaboration? Well, it's completely non-negotiable. Here's why. Your guest has no idea about your internal departments. If your marketing team promises a seamless mobile check-in, but operations hasn't trained the front desk on the new system, the guest doesn't blame a department. They blame the hotel. A leader's job is to break down those walls and get everyone, sales, marketing, revenue, ops, focused on that one shared goal, a flawless guest experience. All right, for our final section, let's tie this entire mindset to the world we actually live and work in today, a world that's defined by constant change and unexpected challenges. Look, throughout your careers, you're going to face all of these pressures: economic ups and downs, disruptive new technologies, staffing challenges, and, well, unexpected global events that can change the entire game overnight. These are just the realities of modern leadership. And this is where resilience, our final pillar, becomes your superpower. It's more than just being tough. It's the strategic ability to navigate those storms with a clear head, to adapt to whatever comes your way, and to inspire your team to keep pushing forward, even when things get tough. So, the main takeaway is this. The combined sales and marketing mindset, powered by those 5 core traits, isn't just a nice idea. It is your practical, essential toolkit. It's what will give you the power to turn the inevitable challenges you're going to face into massive opportunities for growth and success. As you continue on your path with Europe Hotel School, I want to leave you with this one thought. The future of our industry isn't something that just happens to us. It's built by thoughtful, prepared, and passionate leaders just like you. The industry is changing, no doubt about it. The only real question is, how will you choose to lead it?